checkered flag out. Tomac wins A1. And nobody does it better than Jet Lawrence.
Eli Tomac's down.
Oh
Off to the side of the track.
Sexton is down. Sexton has dropped it from the lead.
Aaron Plessinger is down.
Don't count me out. I'm not
Chase
done yet.
Sexton taking the 450 title.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the final round, round 17 of RM Fantasy SXperts. How you doing, Charles?
Doing so good.
Yeah, it's here already.
It's here already. Salt Lake.
Someone said in the comments it's a blur. January to May.
Yeah.
It is a blur.
Happened so fast.
It does. But you know what? Lucky us, dude. We got outdoors coming up right after the Supercross season.
Yep.
Now we got the SMX playoffs, so there's a lot more to be excited about.
Yeah.
And for the people sad that fantasy is ending, don't forget that we do have RM Fantasy MX for the outdoor season. Same website, same play format. If you didn't play last year, we are doing outdoor fantasy again.
Yep.
More great prizes are going to be up for grabs. We'll announce those, what they're going to be shortly, but they're coming.
Yeah. Free to play, free to win. Love it.
Yeah, we got a good show for you today. We're going to go over it, but we also have Blake Redferrin calling in. Who, if you watch Nashville Supercross, you may have seen him on there, but he is an ex-racer turned country music star. I say star. I mean, he's opening for Luke Combs and writing songs for Morgan Wallen and those guys. So, yeah. And he rides a lot. He knows the sport well, so he's going to be calling in. So, I'm excited for it.
Should be good.
All right. Well, look, let's show it up here. Grand prizes. Chuck, what'd you say the spread was? Like 30 points right now for grand prizes?
Yeah, top 10, right around 30 points. And in our group, well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, but yeah.
Shout out to KTM. And then, yeah, all this stuff. Check it out. You can see all this stuff in detail on the website.
Yeah. Dunlop 34 VIP trip to Fastway would be cool. Dunlop tires for a year. Stasic bikes. Motion Pro, Honda, Fly Racing, Oakley goggles, and sunglasses spending spree. We got our weekly prizes up for grabs. You can go check those out on the fantasy website. But yeah, we are getting close to crowning our winners. I mean, holy crap. We just had to have a meeting the other day about what we're going to do for the giveaway celebration.
Yeah.
That's going to be here before we know it, too.
Yeah, it's insane. Time's flying by.
All right. Well,
it's been good.
Has been really good. I'm excited for it. But yeah, let's see the KTM leaderboards here. Yeah. 30 points. Just over 30 points. 34 points.
Yep.
Oh, man. This guy, EB10's got more stress than Jet Lawrence to win this title right now. He's got 4 points. Jet's got 20. Dude, Jet's cruising. 4 points right now.
Tight spread.
But
dropping the two lowest.
Yeah, dropping your two low scores. Hopefully one of those guys, if you're in the top 10 right now, you have a good Salt Lake, and 2, you have like one of those 10-point rounds at some point during the year. That's got to be, dude. Imagine, would you be able to you got to submit your picks and then just sit there like when the night show starts and you can't change them anymore?
Oh, that's got to be torture.
Does Jet Lawrence just take a chill 5th place this weekend? I honestly, if he holds shots, he's going to win. You know what I mean?
I don't know. But then if he gets 9 wins on the season, on his rookie season.
He's got 8.
Yeah.
9 breaks the all-time record for wins in a rookie season.
Does it?
I
that
think,
breaks it?
Well, don't quote me. I think 8 he's tied right now with Reed and is it MC or RC? One of the greats. He is tied right now, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, for wins in a rookie season.
Yeah.
Like, is it by far, if he wins, like, you got to count outdoors last year as like the official start to his rookie season, right? So, like, without a doubt, though, this is the greatest rookie season that's ever happened combined when you look at motocross and supercross.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I was thinking about it. You know what motocross season doesn't get enough credit, though, is Kenny Roczen in 2016.
Yeah.
He won 20 out of 24 motos that year.
Striving and thriving.
Yeah, that's still insane.
I forgot about that soundbite. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Kenny Roczen's like 20 out of 24 motos. Like, that was pretty damn impressive, but it wasn't his rookie season on a 450.
No.
But Kenny did win the outdoor motocross title his rookie year. I believe that was 2014 or 15, something like that. No, it could have been 15. That's when Tomac crashed out. I think Roczen won it that year. But anyway.
I can't remember.
All right, let's get into it here. Bridgestone race recap. Let's check it out here. What do we got going on? Webb's thumb.
Yeah.
So
Webb's thumb. I mean, we all kind of knew about it, but
I mean, clearly it's not. He can still get a 5th place with a bad thumb.
Yeah.
They're saying no surgery needed, but probably going to miss a few rounds of outdoors.
Yep.
He's racing this weekend, which
up.
is good. You have to show up to Salt Lake as long as you're mathematically in it to win, right?
Yeah.
Jet DNF, you have to show up and race. So, hey, good for us though.
Then Tomac, when he crashed in the main, I guess that messed up his thumb as well.
Was it the main crash or because here's the deal? I was on the floor. I was watching free practice. Tomac cased the triple so hard. He didn't even case it. He landed on the backside of the landing, and it was all Vince Freeze's fault. And I'm not joking about that. Like Vince Freeze, it was like the warm-up lap. Like they had just gone out. They were just kind of doing like a cruiser lap. I'm looking at Tomac. Freeze is just ahead of him, and Freeze cross-jumps him and makes Tomac check up right off the lip, and Tomac lands on the triple, the backside. But then he went down again in qualifying, and that's, I think, when he tweaked his wrist because he fell this way. His wrist like went underneath him.
Yep.
But he looked feisty in the main event.
Yeah, he's tweaked wrist, and then it was, Jeremy Coker said his thumb's messed up too.
What the hell's up with thumbs?
I don't know. They got Yamaha thumb, dude.
They got Yamaha thumb? They need
He needs some milk.
some Yamaha thumb. So I have no idea how he's going to be this weekend. I'm definitely not going to put Tomac to win in Salt Lake.
Nope.
Kind of crazy, though. He did announce he's racing outdoors. That's big. And the SMX playoffs. Not a good start, though, if his thumb injury is going to be lingering.
No. Well, yeah. It was mentioned that he's probably good for this weekend. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
And also, what's up?
In one of the interviews he was doing, he said he had intentions to race 25. So
yeah,
we shall see.
They're in negotiations right now. But here's the deal, though. If Tomac signed up for outdoors, do you think he thinks he can beat Jet this summer? Because I don't think a guy like Eli Tomac, who's won 4 of these outdoor titles, I don't think he is going to go into any season not thinking he can contend for a championship. So he's got to be thinking, I can beat Jet.
Wait, was it 3 or 4 outdoor? Either way.
He's won 2 Supercross titles, and he's won 4 outdoor. He won 3 in a row on Cowie, and then he won his first year on Yamaha. So he's got 4 of them. So I don't know.
Full intent. I think he's going to win.
Yeah. Well, and that's the hard part, too, is next season, that is a big question mark. I think everyone just assumes that because Tomac's been comfortable on Star and he likes the bike, that's just where he's going to be next year. But I mean, Yamaha, Webb this year, I don't think was getting paid all that much compared to Tomac. And guaranteed after what Webb has done this year, because it was a 1-year deal for him. Was it a 1 or 2-year deal? Either way, exactly. I think it was a 1 year because Webb for next year is going to be getting a lot more money.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard to pay. I don't know if Star's going to have the budget to pay Webb and Tomac the salary that they're going to be expecting. And Webb should get the money. He put it to freaking Tomac all year long. Now, granted, Tomac was coming back from that injury, but still, he won more races. He was in the title hunt.
Yep.
So, yeah, he is the number 1 guy at Star right now. So,
yeah, I don't know. I've heard rumors. I can neither confirm nor deny if they're true or not. I kind of heard that Tomac was shopping around. I don't know if that's true, though.
I mean, hey, make as much money as you can.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody said Ducati.
Do not quote me on that. Anyway.
Quote him. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't think any of us expected Tomac to jump to another team this late in his career.
Yep.
But you never know. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it, though.
Yeah.
And then Benny Bloss is obviously out. Who else? Kenny, obviously. It's been a relatively healthy year. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
AP's gone.
AP's gone, yep.
Craig. But compared to years in the past, dude, last year, Salt Lake was bad, dude.
Yeah.
We were missing 5 or 6 dudes.
It was sparse.
Yeah, it was not the greatest.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 250s are going to be tight.
Dude,
East-West.
Winner take all for West Coast, and it's a showdown. Who do you have right now?
I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. I think Kitchen's going to take it.
Okay.
And, you got Danger Boy, 15 points back for East.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
look, with
should be
all
good.
that's happened this year, I agree. I think Kitchen's been much more solid, more consistent on the starts. Yeah, I'd give it to him. All right, well, yeah, let's get into it here. Race recap. So Jet Lawrence, 8 wins on the year. Hunter, First Brothers to go 1 and 2. Jason Anderson 3rd. Dude, Anderson's looking good.
He's looking
Barsha,
really good.
another solid finish with 4th. Webb 5th. Malcolm Stewart, I missed Jay Coop by 1. I had Jay Coop for the wild card. He got 6th. And Mookie crashed like twice, so he would have beat Jay Coop. That's the way the cookie crumbles them sometimes, though, dude.
I'm ashamed I had Hunter in there. I had that stat with him, like 3 7th place
And he just
finishes in a row.
rips a whole shot, and he leads half the race.
I was like, well,
Hey, you win some,
work
you
out.
lose some.
yep.
But it's all right. All right, let's get into it here real quick as we're real crap, dude. Real quick as we're getting Redferrin all queued up here. This is it, Fox Top Contenders. So here's the question, though. Is it a gamble? And this is more for the people who are like in this title hunt right now for prizes. Do you go? Obviously, Jet's been the safe pick up till now. Do you still go with Jet to win?
I'm still going.
Are you?
Hey, yeah.
I put Sexton in first last week. Practice, he looked amazing. And then you think he's going to rip a whole shot in the main. He destroys mine and Blake's dreams. We were both very upset come Monday morning.
Yep.
But so I'm going to have to be a little bit desperate again. And not desperate. Chase could win if he just keeps it on. But what's funny is, ironically, they're all talking about how, the Chase Sexton of last year, the speed, it's all back. Well, so's Tuck in the front end.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, took that from
Yeah.
me.
It's off the
What's
just
that?
at the start, and then, when he's making passes, did it again.
Dude, it's just one of those things, man. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence that people were saying this is the Sexton of last year and then he tucks the front? Or is it just that? I don't know.
I think it goes
don't
back
know.
to what we were talking about earlier with his front end being set up too soft. And
Yeah, you
he's
said
got
James Stewart talked about it, right?
yeah, I think Blake brought
Blake
that
heard
up,
it.
but yeah.
Something, dude, look, it's not even a question at this point. Something about the way he sets up his motorcycle causes him to do that thing. It's you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Got to try something different. I don't know.
Anyway, Jet Lawrence, though, this year, dude, 8 hole shots. Next closest is Sexton with 4. He's won the last 3 in a row. He's tied with Reed for second most SX wins in a rookie season. So he could set another record with another win in Salt Lake, which is just unfreaking real. We're watching history, man.
Yep.
Got to just admire it and appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. So I don't know. Put in the comment section, though. Like, you're still picking him to win, though?
Yeah, I've got him to win. I mean,
Here's the
nothing's
thing, though.
changed. He's looking good, riding good. If he decides to play it safe.
Does he only win if he hole shots? If he starts 5th or 6th, does he mail it in? He has to. Blake's over here saying
I don't think so.
nah.
I think he's got to ride race pace.
Blake's just
You don't
mad
want to
about-
crash by just cruising around.
Okay.
I think he's going race pace.
Okay, fair
Plus,
enough.
he probably wants that record.
You think so?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, he probably cares less about the record than the
100
obviously. But
100% he cares less, dude. Like, are you kidding me? $1 million, like, not even just $1 million, but the title on the line and everything. Dude,
Yeah.
he went 22-0 as a rookie. Like, but you never know.
I don't know. I got him in first right now.
Okay.
I think he's going for it.
Oh, here I am putting up Sexton, but we got Cooper Webb coming up next. All right, let's
Yeah,
get Webb on here real
Cooper
quick.
Webb.
Yeah.
The whole thumb thing's going on.
I mean, he didn't ride terrible. I mean, he just never really pushed forward. Obviously, it's bugging him up that he's just not able to go at a speed he wants or can.
So, yeah, his only option is to push it, but I don't know if he's going to. Like, he has to, if he wins, Jet's got to finish 18th or worse for him to get the championship,
So Jet has to DNF.
basically.
I mean, yeah. He's not putting material this weekend. That's what I put.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see where people put him. Chase Sexton, who I think shattered a lot of dreams because everybody right now is looking at him because he looks so freaking good.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Chase to win.
I think
like he won in Salt Lake last year. Granted, there's a lot of dudes out.
Yeah.
But so he's going to feel good about that. I think we are seeing the faster Sexton that we've seen all year long. I think he's hitting his peak right now, which is great for outdoors. So,
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, after the crash started 16th, worked his way up to 8th.
He was ripping through the pack before he went down again.
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, he worked his way up to 6, sorry. And then coming around that corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if you really call that a tuck, but
no,
something weird with the front. Yeah.
He tucked it, dude.
Full sideways.
He tucked it.
Yeah.
So 8 podiums on the season, 11 top 5s. He's one of 5 riders to be in the 54-second lap times last week. So speed is there. Just got to put it together.
Yep.
Eli Tomac. So him and Sexton are tied right now, or no?
Yeah, they're tied for 3rd,
They're
right?
tied for 3rd. So between these two, it's kind of winner take all. And, dude, there's a lot of money on the line for 3rd overall for these guys.
Yeah, got to get that bonus money.
It ain't no freaking $1 million, bonus. But I don't know. What do you think 3rd place pays out overall for a championship? Man. I mean, you saw what Barsha did to Mookie last year in Salt Lake over 3rd. Or no, was it 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
You saw what Barsha did to Mookie for 3rd overall in that championship.
Yep.
Now, some of these guys, like their contracts are pretty bonus heavy. But even still, though, like that's a lot of money. At least probably $100K for 3rd overall in the championship in the 450 class.
It's a lot of dough.
A lot of money on the line for these guys.
Yep.
All right. So, but Anderson, like he still hasn't finished 3rd this year. Or sorry, Tomac.
Yep.
Still hasn't finished 3rd. Only has 2 results better than 5th in the last 8 races. So I don't care what your heart tells you. I don't care how bad you want him to win. I know a lot of people put him to win last weekend because it was a feel-good story. But, dude, 2 out of 8?
But also, hold on.
Terrible.
He was passing into 3rd. He was trying to make the pass for...
No, he was in 3rd.
Yeah. Anyway, he was trying to make the pass when he went down. Tuck the front.
Doesn't matter, dude. All it matters is where he crossed the finish line, and it was in 9th place. So, I don't know. I just... Throw Tomac in your top 5, but I certainly don't think he's going to be podium material right now.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
I actually don't have him in there either. So, yeah.
Maybe the battle with him and Sexton for 3rd overall is the motivation he needs. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he's dude, the sickest ride I've ever seen in any Supercross race in person, though, was Salt Lake City Supercross, I believe, 2017.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Tomac came from dead last to win by like 5 seconds over Dunge and then lose the title like a week that same night or a week later in Vegas. All right,
Such a bummer.
Jason Anderson hitting his stride, dude. He's looking like he was on the back of Jet and Hunter that entire main event. And you got to remember, Anderson does good at these harder packed tracks. And look at his last results, man. He's been freaking good. He's 3-3 the last 2 races, 4-4 before that, and 11th. Hasn't started worse than 6 after lap 1 the last 4 races.
Yeah, he's been on it.
What was like the turnaround for Anderson?
I don't know. Mid-season slump? I don't know what was going on with him.
Like, how do you just, like, go from... I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, full refocus. Whatever he's doing, it's working. He's getting it done, getting on the podium. So I feel like he's another very safe pick.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But what's up?
Yeah, next up, I've got Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
Did you know he signs things, Hunter?
Seriously?
Yeah, like, well,
that's awesome.
So we have that golf tournament, and we have the things that he signed. It's literally just says Hunter. Like, no number, and it's legible. It just says Hunter. That's sick. That's sick.
Awesome.
Blake, where are we at? Or with Redferrin? Are we close?
Yeah, I think we're ready whenever you guys are.
Are we ready? Okay. Well, I've been waiting for this man to get on the phone because it's not every day you have a rising country superstar that has raced dirt bikes and knows the industry better than Blake Redferrin. So, I mean, could you ask for a better guest right now?
No.
Should have had him get his guitar and get ready for us. Give us a little soundbite.
Recording in progress.
Maybe that's too much pressure.
Hey,
I don't know. But all right, Blake, you holler when we're ready to rock and roll.
We got the
Shit,
man on
I'm
the
ready
line.
whenever y'all
Oh
are.
my gosh. Mr. Blake, there he is, dude. He's got a
What's
contagious
up?
smile, dude. He's got the
Yeah.
dimples. He's got it all working for him. How you doing, Blake?
What y'all boys know good? Anything?
Oh, dude, we're good, man. Hey, do you go by Red? I saw in one of your vlogs you did. You said I'm Red.
Well, I'll be honest. My sister and my daddy called me Red growing up, and my mama called me Blake. So I kind of answered either one. I think these days it's probably Red more often than not, but I answered anything.
Oh, okay. Red it is, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Come
man,
on.
thanks for joining us. You said you're like in between meetings right now, but he's a busy guy. I got to ask you, first question.
Yes, sir.
Is it harder to make it in Supercross to where you get to that elite Tomac, Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence level, or is it harder to make it as a country star in Nashville?
Man, that's a good question. There's a lot of similarities in moto and music. I think that's part of what got me prepared for the knocks you take here, but hands down tougher to be Supercross because
so.
especially with things like TikTok and Instagram today, like you don't have to be one of the lucky few that gets a record deal to make it. I mean, you can kind of be a privateer and end up being the Tomac overnight. So, and that's a rare situation, but our sport, you got to put in a lot of work to ever even make it to try to qualify. So I think I got to give it to moto for sure.
I guess it's a good point. Like YouTube has created a lot of music superstars that never even really had to get a record deal because they were just famous on YouTube. That's interesting.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's a lot more opportunity, I think, for musicians and songwriters than aspiring motocross. It's tough to have a track nearby, but you can make a song at your house. So there's just a lot of things that maybe makes music a little more accessible and a little easier to try to work your way into anyways, I think.
That's true. And yeah, music is a little more subjective. Like you can have a lot of people like your music where Supercross, you're only going to make it if you really are that one guy. Like I feel like there's less opportunity to be the top dude.
Yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? I guess as far as the radio, there's only one person that's number one every week. But other than that, there's a lot of opportunity to be doing really well. And, so it's kind of the wild, wild west right now, it feels like.
Interesting. So for you, though, tell us a little bit about your background because it's not every day you got a guy that rode dirt bikes and raced. In fact, he said he used to shop at Rocky Mountain, which I think is pretty cool.
You already know.
But
you already know, man.
So was singing, songwriting plan B? Like, is this something you already knew you wanted to do just after your racing career?
Well, honestly, it was something that we did as a hobby. I had a few friends that played guitar and I had a few that made beats. So when we was done riding and done wrenching on stuff, we would just play music and have us a drink or two and try to make a song at the end of the night. So kind of just started off as a hobby, honestly, and something we did for fun. And then it got to a point where I noticed there wasn't music at the races. And I asked a couple promoters if they'd pay my entry fee if I sang one night before the race. And they're like, hell yeah. So I kind of just started finding little holes and stuff like that I could sing. And moto really gave me all them opportunities. And yeah, it kind of just snowballed from there. I mean, where I'm from, there sure wasn't much opportunity to do it. So getting out and being in cities where there was 100 people or 1,000 people coming to an event already gave me a chance to get in front of some folks.
That's cool. So at what point did you think, or did you realize, or did somebody tell you, say, hey, you could really do this? Like you're good enough to be a country star?
Well, I remember the first year I was trying to get my Supercross license. I was doing Ricky's Road to Supercross, running arena cross everywhere. And I met Florida Georgia Line. They actually built a track in my hometown. Tyler Hubbard did.
Yeah, I was going to say, you and Tyler need to have like a one-on-one. That'd be a fun video. Get like two country stars that both ride. I think you'd smoke him, but it would be a cool video.
He's pretty quick, especially at his own track. But yeah, so there was a time he was starting to be buddies with some of the riders, and him and Ricky had got to know each other. And he asked him straight up, he said, what's the chance of my friend ever retiring off of what he makes? And he's like, well, where your friend's at right now, not very good. He's going to have to climb up a lot higher. And so Tyler offered me a publishing deal if I quit racing.
Really?
And that gave me a little belief in myself that, wow, my songs must be pretty good if he wants me to give up my dream for it. But it was the first time I ever got to ride in a stadium. It was at the Georgia Dome. and I told him I couldn't quit. And then I broke my arm and knocked myself out the next day. And I called him like, hey, what about that deal? And he kind of laughed. And he said, no, but if you come to town for a year and show that you really want it, I'll help you out. So I sold all my bikes and moved down there, and God kind of forced my hand. I was making just enough money riding local arena cross to try to do the big ones, and never had any left over at the end of the month. So I just had to do something bold and something different. And I would say without them encouraging me, I never would have did it.
Blake was like, sorry, man, I can't take that deal. And God's just like, okay, well, let me help you out. That's pretty cool.
I mean, and it was tough. He was like, we'll get you some money in the bank in 2 weeks, man. You just got to stop. And I was dirt poor at the time. I needed some help. And I just, for some reason, my heart told me God wanted me there, which I guess he did, so that I'd learn where I really needed to be. It was a tricky way around getting where I'm supposed to be.
Love it. Plus, it's cool too. It's awesome. And you can always still ride dirt bikes. So it seems like it's a pretty good deal.
I've got some of the best friends in my life from dirt bikes, and just the support, even from y'all, Rocky Mountain, and from Supercross and Feld, MX Sports. I mean, they're helping promote my music, and everybody's giving me a chance to be a part of the show in a way that I never would have been if I kept racing,
Dude, that's awesome.
It's pretty special, man. I'm really thankful for everybody in the moto world, because that's where my heart is. That's my identity, and it's really how I got my start in all of this. So,
what
hats
I love?
off to y'all. Come on.
I saw an Instagram post you made. This made me laugh. It was just a clip of you singing Miss Summer, which my wife has had on repeat on the radio, by the way. But
shout out wifey. How are you?
So you were singing that. And somebody made a comment, and you said, like, this song was supposed to be for Morgan Wallen, and you were singing it. And then someone's like, oh, Blake, like, if you just focus on writing your own songs, you wouldn't have to sing songs that were meant for somebody else. And then Blake's response is, I wrote this song, jackass. Like,
yeah, this is about my ex-girlfriend, man. I wrote this. This is my story. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, like, I've never tried to, like, write a song, but it's freaking hard. Like, I've thought about it in my head a few times. Like, you try and come up with some lyrics, and you're like, dude, the punchlines and like how you use Miss Summer for like
the little double meanings and stuff.
Double meaning to it. I'm just like, how the hell do you come up with that? That's so creative to me that I'm like, I would never have thought about that. Do you, when you're writing a song like that, do you come up with like this little catch line like, oh, Miss Summer, like I could use that 2 ways, and then you build a song around it? Or do you have a beat first and how does that process work? I want to know.
Man, honestly, it's a little bit different every time we do it. I feel like sometimes we start with the track, or sometimes we start with a title. Sometimes you just have a really good melody and there's no words or music. So honestly, that's what I like about it so much, is it's different every time. You never know how it's going to start and how you're going to get to the end. A lot of my stuff just comes from conversation, though. Like Miss Summer, somebody was just kind of making fun of my old relationship. Like, yeah, she just Miss Summer, wasn't she? Here and gone. And I was like, damn, that sounds like a hit. So it's just like accidental little stuff we say. I feel like that's the most relatable thing, is something we actually talk about and say and do. So that's kind of where they usually sprout from.
Well, has Feld or anybody hit you up to write like a cool intro song for Supercross races, man? Come on now.
They haven't yet, but I would love to, or just get them one of mine that they think sounds pretty cool and see what we could do with it. They did in Nashville. I got to be the Grand Marshal. Yeah. And we started the race off, went down, did Supercross live. We was on the TV and everything. I mean, they was playing the song in the stadium.
Gosh.
So that shit was special to me, man. I couldn't believe it, because like I said, even if I kept racing, I never would have been in opening ceremonies. Okay. So to go down there with Coop and Tomac and bump knuckles with Roxon and everybody, I just thought that was cool as hell of them.
And I'm bugged because I've done, Lurch, the hype guy, does Race Day Live.
Yep.
I filled in for him this year, so I did 5 races where I was down on the floor doing the intros, doing the hype, Race Day Live, and of course the one race Lurch didn't take off was Nashville, so I missed out on it, but it was still
good. Next time you got to come either way, man.
All right.
It seems like it was cool to see like Hanson and all them West Coast dudes that ain't really got a big reason to be out there show up, because you know, it wasn't like the most important race or nothing. So it was cool to see everybody want to come show Nashville some love and have a good time.
Speaking of Hanny, dude, you and him got this whole hair thing in common. Hanny was rocking this dude for a long time.
All right, look, the truth can come out, man. I got to meet him a couple months ago. He come to a show, and I told him straight up, the tattoos and the hair I stole from you, bro. He had the coolest swag when I was like 18 or something. So country world don't know it. They think I just got a mullet, you know. But yeah, Hanny definitely is who I wanted to be, because he was the man. He was kicking ass, but he also like wasn't going to change who he was.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of the same way. I'm sweet and everything, but I ain't going to change for nothing.
Okay, well,
So,
I love it.
but
I always looked up to him for that.
I don't even call it a mullet though. If you were talking to somebody and they were like, "Hey, like, what's your hairstyle?" but they hadn't seen what you look like yet, what do you call it?
I mean, I think it's long hair, but everybody here calls it a mullet. So
That's
I guess
not a mullet.
It's up for debate.
All right. Well,
It's almost, my barber says it's almost a mohawk, because he says you keep shaving it back anymore, bro. It's not a mullet, it's a mohawk. So
okay. Fair enough.
I don't know what we're calling it, man. It's just me. I
We'll
reckon.
just call it red,
it's the
dude. We'll just call it the
mullet.
red. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
I like it. Hey, we got 250 West tied points going into Salt Lake Showdown. Levi Kitchen, RJ Hampshire. Who's your horse in that race?
Man, I love them both. I've known them both a long time, but old Rick's my boy, so I got to go RJ. I think he deserves it more than anybody in a while, man. He took some hard knocks on the way to getting to this spot, so I just want to see him wrap it up. Like I said, I love Chef too, but I got to give it to RJ.
Okay. What about, I mean, you've been watching Jet Lawrence just do what he's doing all year. Give us your thoughts on that, man.
Man, I like it. It feels special, especially after outdoors last year. It's kind of one of the first glimpses of like a Ricky James RV that I feel like we've had in a while. Like, there's been a lot of badasses, but there's been a lot of them. So it's kind of been a mixed bag on who might win.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of fun and refreshing. I think it probably woke everybody up a little bit too, you know. It's not what it used to be. There's a new boy in town. I like it.
Yeah.
I like his attitude, man, too. I feel like I relate to them boys a lot, because they had to come up from nothing, and now they made the most of it. It's cool to see.
I know. Yeah, that is a pretty wild, just where they came from. If there's a lot of haters on Jet, just because obviously you got this rookie coming in and just kind of stomping on everybody's hometown heroes, right? The Eli Tomac, Chase Sextons, those guys. But I think if a lot of people really truly understood what they had to do or what their dad had to do to get them to where they are, and how it's God-given talent that Jet has, but it's not that talent without sacrifices that 99.9% of humans will never be able to comprehend. And when you have that comprehension, it will change your outlook on a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, I see people give Jet shit for buying a Rolls Royce, and I'm like, that family used to be poor, man. Like, y'all ought to be proud of that dude, because you should be able to relate to him, like, just because of what he has now. Like, it don't discredit the last 18 years of life they went through when they didn't have a Rolls Royce. So be proud of that man for being able to do it, and have a little faith maybe somebody else in our industry gonna hit it like that, you know, because it's a good sign. It's not nothing bad, that's for sure. No,
and don't tell me that anybody who makes that comment, if they had millions, that they're not going to go buy a Rolls Royce or some multi-$100,000 car.
Cats, if they was winning a Supercross and they got them a little bag, they're gonna have something nice
in a second. No question asked.
It's easy to hate when you ain't that guy, but if you was, you'd sure be doing the same thing.
It's just jealousy, my man. It's just jealousy.
Yep. Gotta reward
That's
yourself.
what happens when you up there. Shit.
Well, look, man, we know you're very busy, and we appreciate you taking the time to do this. And hopefully the people watching this, hopefully they hear your story and go check out your music. But we want you to plug a little bit about yourself, what you got going on here as far as who you're touring with, where they should follow you, and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. So my name's Redferrin, REDFERRIN. That's all my socials, my website. We're on tour with Billy Currington right now, which is cool. It's my first time playing amphitheaters. So that's a whole other
Kip Moore,
thing.
right?
Yep, Kip Moore. And then we got Larry Fleet out there at some of the shows too. So it's a great bunch of dudes. They've been real kind and inviting so far. So that's going to be amazing. Doing festivals. We're going back to Europe again, September. So I just put out a project too called Old Number 7. poured my heart into them songs, and Jack Daniels was real special to us and let us come down there and do the videos and take the pictures and write the songs there. So, yeah, it's a real cool thing, man. I'd really appreciate it if y'all check it out. And also, I got to shout out all my boys that play Rocky Mountain Fantasy, because they're all giving me shit that I didn't play this year, but I'm gonna be on here giving a prediction or whatever. So they're like, man, you better shout us out. So shout out all the boys too.
We do outdoor fantasy now too, so you can always sign up and play outdoor fantasy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was telling Jordan I ain't gonna miss it this year because I got time. I missed some of the races, so I felt like I wouldn't be able to keep up with it, but we keep up with it, so we're gonna do it next year.
That's awesome, man.
Might as well.
Well, hey, appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir.
Good for you, man. Awesome to hear your story. It's pretty cool what you've accomplished. And we wish you the best of luck, man. And hopefully I'm going to be reaching out, and we'll get you to call in for one of our outdoor shows at some point.
Yeah, you already know, man. Thank y'all again for everything.
All right, Red. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good.
See ya. Such a good guy.
Oh, you stole my line. All right. Yeah, that is Blake Redferrin. Go check out his music, man. He's a freaking good guy. I really like him. All right.
Good stuff.
Hunter. Did we cover it? We were just
No,
getting
we're
into
about
Hunter,
to
right?
talk to him, and somebody's calling you out like
What?
like you used to not be a Jet hater. Anyway, cruising on.
Was I a Jet hater?
At one point, I remember.
I'm not
think-
gonna lie. I was bitter for a second when he's just smashing on Tomac and these dudes. Like,
Hey, I remember outdoors last year. Everybody giving me crap for picking him to win.
the title.
No, just to win the first one.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
that's
was
true.
hating on me.
I probably said you're. Could I say? But
Yeah.
look,
Anyway.
even if I ever hated on Jet,
Uh-huh.
I never did not say you have to respect what he's doing.
That's true.
Give me that.
That is true.
All right, Hunter.
Very true.
Fourth top 5 this season. 2 of those are podiums. Led 11 laps last week. Only had 1 before that. And his last 5 heat races. Damn, dude, I didn't
That's
realize
the one
it was
that does
good.
it for me.
Oh, last 4 heat races. Excuse me.
No, the last 5, he went 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Oh, we're missing a 2 in there.
Yeah, meant to add the 2 there. Sorry
His
about it.
starts have been good.
But, yeah, that's the thing. It's like he's getting it figured out. So with him leading 11 laps, he might be getting used to being out front.
Oh, this is not good news for everybody else going into outdoors.
No.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna come out beating Jet in outdoors, but you better believe he's gonna be looking really good. Like the confidence, because now he knows, like, hey, like I've got Tomac covered, I've got Anderson covered, I've got all these dudes covered.
Yeah.
Like I beat them
I think it's
multiple
the whole
weekends straight up.
confidence thing.
So there's no more of this like, oh my gosh, like these dudes are all like the guys that I looked up to anymore. It's like, oh, I'm as good or better than you type thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I'm going to say Lawrence is Hunter. Dude, I'm going to put him at like 3rd overall in the championship.
For outdoor.
I think he's going to be, yeah. I think Hunter, because the thing is, too, you got to remember with Hunter, like he grew up, like his whole career started racing GPs, right? The MX2 class.
Yep.
So he's already, I think Hunter, when he came to the States, was already a better outdoor rider than he was in Supercross. Because remember, it took him a few years to kind of figure it out. So, yeah, I think Hunter's going to be really good in outdoors.
It's going to be dangerous.
I would say Jet wins again. I'm going to go Chase 2nd, Hunter 3rd. Honestly, Tomac 4th or 5th at best. I hate to say
that pains me.
I hope for more. I hope for more.
Man,
We'll get into it here.
With that said, wild card, 10th place.
Yeah,
Let's
Fly
get into
Racing
the-
Wild Card Watch.
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, so here's the picks that we got right here for Wild Card Watch, dude. You threw out Ferrandis,
Yeah.
which, he's been back for just 2 races, but he's got 9-9.
Mhm.
So his average start per gate drop is exactly 10.
Yeah.
Malcolm Stewart, his last 5 races, 7-10, 9-8, 7.
Uh-huh.
So he's kind of just inside that 10th range.
Yeah. He's further down, and yeah, with him getting 7th last week, I mean, he's obviously doing better than 10th, but I do expect Chase Sexton and Tomac to beat him this week.
Yeah.
So that puts him 9th. You never know.
Average
Could be
start
right
per
there.
gate drop is 10.5. No thanks to Chase Sexton. Dude, it's just been one of those seasons for him, though. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Even when gets a good start, Chase Sexton crashes in front of him, screws up his whole race. Did you see the pass he put on Jay Coop at the end, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was wild.
Watching that in person was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. I've
Dude.
never watched somebody go through a corner that fast.
That was insane.
It was insane, dude. Like, I can't describe to you. Like, it was so fast that he didn't have a prayer to save it. Because when he came out of that bull turn, you kind of had to jump out to, like, get upright. Mookie just stayed leaned over flat the whole way. Like, he didn't have a prayer to come out of that alive, but gosh dang, it was impressive how quick. Dude, that was like fourth gear, just rah, all the way through.
Let's watch it real quick.
Oh, we have it. Look at this.
His brother was giving him crap, saying he would have wrote it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But if you'd have heard, the thing is, though, you got to hear the motorcycle. Dude, Jay Coop was just like, what?
What is happening?
No, he was like a full, let's say he did stay up.
Dude.
I mean, even if if he did stay up, he was like a full bike length behind going into that corner. Yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, dude, but we don't have the audio, but if you hear the audio too, dude, he's wide open coming into the turn and just doesn't shut it off. It was damn
awesome.
impressive.
Yep.
Dean Wilson, who has also gone 11-11 since coming back from Daytona, which was round 8. Mm-hmm. His average gate drop, I mean, his stats before these 2 11s were not that great if you look at his last 5 overall results. But he's trending.
Yeah, with
He's
where he's
right
at.
there.
Plus, we got a couple guys out, AP, Roxon, that stuff.
Yeah, but the same guys that were out this last weekend are all nobody new is out, and Ferrandis has come back, so that bumped him back a spot. I feel like, I don't know, Justin Cooper.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not
he
the
seems
best
better
option lately, but is he?
Yeah, it's like,
I mean,
depends if you're looking at the stats or what's kind of going on right now.
Yeah, like the trend. Because I mean, look, his average gate drop's 9.9. Like, he's gotten 2.6, but outside of that, like, he's been right around 10th with a 9.8 and a 10th. So it's not like he's don't even put him in 10th. Like, there's no way. Like, I would say right now, who's a better pick for wild card, do you think? A Dean Wilson or a Justin Cooper? Because Barsha, the last rider that we have in here, I think Barsha is a safer bet than Cooper right now based off if you're just looking at trending. Because Barsha...
Safer bet for being in 10th?
Better than 10th. Sorry. I think Cooper is a safer bet for 10th. Just because Barsha, his last 3 results, 6-11, 5-6-4. So his last 3 races, 5-6-4. Hasn't finished worse than 9th since round 8. So Barsha, somebody put in here like, get Barsha out of there. I agree. Get Barsha out of 10th.
Yeah,
unless
he's going to do better.
Yeah, pending a crash, Barsha does better than 10th. Cooper, Stewart. Okay, who's a better pick? Would you go with Wilson, who hasn't cracked the top 10 yet, or a Dylan Ferrandis, who's gone 9-9?
Oh, man. I'd probably go with Ferrandis.
I'd go with Wilson.
I almost feel like Ferrandis is going to finish better moving forward.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Because before that, it seemed like, well, the stats don't lie, but I swear he was always at the beginning, like around 6th, 7th.
Yeah, he rode really good. Yeah, so you're saying like he'll be even better, like having his third race back?
As time goes on, yeah.
So Malcolm? You'd go with Malcolm?
Right now I've got Malcolm.
I think Malcolm or Wilson, those are your 2 best picks for the overall, for the wild card.
Yep.
Because Mookie's been good, dude, but he just has a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
He hasn't rode many clean races.
Yep. That's the only thing plaguing him.
Okay. Cherubies, lock him in.
Let's lock him in.
Let's do it. I'll go first, Charles.
Okay.
Blake, get him up there. I'm doing it again. I'm going to go Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence, Anderson, Tomac, Hunter, and then Wilson. Just because, man, Hunter starts a big... Freaking A. Thing is, like, Anderson's a solid third-place guy right now.
Yeah. Solid pick.
Tomac, if he doesn't crash last weekend, I think easily finishes 4th or better.
Yep.
But Hunter, though.
Let's go.
But,
Yeah. I'm with...
But it's not like Hunter's just been like a guaranteed top 3 every week. He's only had 2 podiums the whole year.
I know.
So he did have a really good round, but I don't think he's had enough podiums yet to where I'd be like, oh, like Hunter, just stick him on the box. That's where I'm at. Top 5, but not just a guaranteed podium.
Yeah, well, you and I differ because I got him up there. Lawrence Sexton, I know he's going to ride good. Hunter.
I don't think third's bad.
I just think he's going to be fired up.
Yeah.
Getting that confidence, and, he's been winning or almost winning those heat races and doing good. Anderson, he's obviously going to be up there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, what do I do with Webb versus Tomac?
Oh, Webb out. Yeah, neither one of us had Webb in our top 5. Because, look, dude.
I got Webb in there right now.
Oh, you do? Well, yeah. I mean, he has to win to have any shot, right? He's got to win.
Yeah, so does he milk his thumb thing?
If off the start, if Jet's out ahead of Webb, Webb milks it in, dude. He rides in whatever place he's in and hopes that Jet freaking – well, you can't even hope at that point. If Webb is behind Jet off the start, Webb is gonna milk it in. Unless Jet's like right in front of him, they're 1 and 2. Webb can try and put a little bit of an aggressive pass on him or something like that. But Webb's not gonna take him out. It's not gonna be dirty about it. But if Webb starts like 6th or 7th and Jet's in front of him, mail time, dude.
So you got
milk.
So
he does. He's a milkman is what he needs, dude. He's gonna milk it on in.
So that said, you're more likely. That's why you're leaning to Tomac.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the Cherubies lock them in, man. So, yeah, it's still tough. Like, normally around this year, you're just like, oh, I don't know. Jet, the hardest pick for me, I think, is going to be first place. Do you go with Jet? You go with Sexton. You're up on me by 34 points. I need a miracle. It's the last round. I can think about that hot freaking chip. Ugh.
Yeah,
Speaking of the hot chip.
Oh, we got meme event, dude.
Speaking of the hot chip.
People want to know when you're eating it.
Yeah, when you're eating it.
We'll probably throw it up on social. I can't. Have we decided? We haven't. Yeah. Next live show, Chase gets some milk.
Do we do it at the start of the recap or?
Well, we haven't been doing a Monday recap show this year, right? So, we'll probably do something like Instagram Live or something. We'll figure it out. Or I'll just eat the damn thing and we can take some pictures of me crying.
Pictures
are worth 1,000 words, dude.
Video's worth 1,000,000. I don't know.
All right, we'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know. But yes, it is Blake behind the camera. Let's get to the meme event. I give it to Blake, dude. He's coming up with some bangers lately.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Get out.
This one's a video, too, on Discord. If y'all want to see the full memes, get on Discord.
Yeah, make sure you're checking those out.
Interesting.
Always funny stuff.
Okay. What else do we got?
Next generation of motocross boots.
You know what is funny is I watched Kitchen come off the track. And Kenny Day, K-Day is what they call him. He's the Fox guy that goes to all the races to help out the riders. It was like, without hesitation, he immediately ran over to Kitchen. And before Kitchen could even think, Kenny was buckling up that boot. Just because they didn't want any of the video guys to come over afterwards and, like, get shots of his boot. It was just like, it was full PR, like, avoid a disaster, get that thing buckled up.
Yep.
But, dude, damage was done.
Damage is done.
Damage is done. It was like
they
were showing it on replay during the race.
Yeah. Yeah. If Barch is here, don't be there.
Is that Tom Cruise?
I don't think so.
Looks strikingly similar to Tom Cruise in that photo right there. All right.
Who knows?
Okay. What do we got? I don't get this one.
Shimoda Realist after Denver.
Shimoda Realist should be in a corner crying right now. Shimoda Realist was just like a worse jet hater than I was.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Blake, dude.
Jet haters before 2024.
I feel like he should have photoshopped my face into the clown, the dude.
Is it not?
No. But it's so, though. Like, it's true, though. Jet haters before, he's not going to win his rookie season. He's got a point, so but he'll fail. Webb will win. Jet can't handle the pressure. Like, this is the stage of progression for the clown.
Yeah, still a chance. What if he did lose in Salt Lake?
Then you go back to
now I'm putting the paint on. Oh, this is bad.
I don't know. You're saying there's a chance.
I mean, there's a chance, but I think he learned from his his mistakes.
Well, look, that's all we got for memes. People are slacking a little bit right now in the Discord. Make sure you throw them in there. But look, it is the last and final round. We've got all the grand prizes to give away. We've got our weekly prizes up for grabs. Don't forget, you got your fantasy cash you've been earning too. That expires after a month, so make sure go and use that. But we will anxiously be awaiting who is going to win these dirt bikes and the grand prizes come next week. So I'm sure we'll do some sort of cool surprise or post or something like that to announce the winners. But yeah, Chuck, man, it's been a great year. Shout out to everybody who's been here live each and every show, watching these shows. We appreciate it. We want to thank the sponsors that make all of fantasy possible. So you've seen the weekly prizes, you've seen the grand prizes, you see the logos, the sponsors out here behind us in the backdrop. So, support those brands that make fantasy possible. Yeah, it's been awesome, man. It's been a good season.
It has been.
And up to this point, like, Jet's got a 20-point cush now, but up to this point, I don't think you could have asked for a better year.
Nope.
Championship-wise, we got a tied points lead in the 250 West Showdown. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it.
We got some boys coming up, traveling through Zion right now, coming up to SX.
Oh, that's sick.
Jason, cool.
Ooh, yeah, and like this season's coming to an end, but we got outdoor fantasy, SMX fantasy, so we got all of it. So it's not over yet. We got a lot more going on.
Yep,
I'm excited for it. But as for this show, that's all we got, man.
Yeah,
put your
in
picks
Salt
in.
Lake.
Yeah,
come say hi, get your picks in.
Yeah, put them down below. Comment. I want to see. We got a lot going on.
Don't forget about outdoors.
Yeah, I'm excited for outdoors. Right around this time, you're just jonesing for a little bit of outdoor action. Yep. I'm excited. Fox Raceway.
Like May 24th.
Yeah, Fox Raceway is going to be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And
May 25th.
You know, it's crazy. If Jet wins, he goes 24-0. Like,
or
let's not talk 2 perfect seasons in a row. But he's already 22-0.
Yeah.
Good 24-0.
Oh, yeah.
Just continue on right where you left
cycle.
off. Continue the cycle of beatdowns. But stoked that Tomac's coming back. It's going to be good.
It'll be sweet.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us live on this show. Hopefully you've enjoyed all the cool moments throughout the year. We want to thank you so much for playing. Good luck this weekend with your picks for both grand prizes and weekly. And, good luck. We'll see you soon.
See ya.